Okay, now we are going to work on solving percent problems with bar models number 2. These problems are a little bit more challenging than the ones in the previous video, but you'll do just as great with these ones as the last. So let's get started here. It says, Miss Loy wanted to put gas in her car for a road trip. Mr. Schneider offered to pay for 10 gallons of gas. So he's going to pay for 10 gallons of gas, which is 25% of a full tank. How many gallons does Miss Loy's car hold? How many gallons does her car hold? So what do we know in this problem? We know that Mr. Schneider is going to put in 10 gallons of gas, and that is equivalent to 25%. What we're trying to figure out is how many total gallons of gas can she get, which is, of course, 100% of the tank. So we can use a bar model to help us out here. We know that 25% can be written as a fraction, as 25 over 100, which can be simplified to 1/4. And we can create our bar model. Let's draw our bar. We can chop it into 4 pieces. We're going to shade in just one piece. This piece right here. And what do we know? We know that 25%, which is this piece right here, that's 10 gallons of gas. So what we notice is that this 10 gallons fits this entire piece. So we can write inside this piece, this is 10. If we know what one piece is, we know all the pieces. We know this is going to be 10, this is going to be 10, this is going to be 10. So we were trying to figure out how many gallons does Miss Loy's car hold in total. We're trying to find the total number of gallons, and we can just add up our 10, 20, 30, 40. She can hold 40 gallons. So how many gallons does Miss Loy's car hold? Miss Loy's car holds 40 gallons. Alright, so let's do one more problem together. Excuse me. It says Maya read 20% of her book over the weekend. So she read 20% of her book. She ended up reading 10 pages over the weekend. How many pages are in, her, not his, her book in total? Alright, well, what do we know? We know Maya read 20% of a book. And we know that 20% is equivalent to 10 pages. What we're trying to figure out is what's the total number of pages. We don't know the total pages. That's what we're trying to figure out. But we do know that the total number of pages is obviously 100% of the book. So let's use a bar model to help us solve this problem. Let's start off with 20%. What is 20% as a fraction? 20% is the same as 20 over 100. Can be simplified to 2/10, which can be simplified to 1 over 5, or 1/5. So let's make our bar model. We know there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces because of the denominator. We're going to shade in just one of these pieces because of the 1 in the numerator. And let's go back to the problem here and see that 20% was 10 pages. 20% is 10 pages. So this 20% here, which is just this piece, is 10 pages. What do you notice? Uh-oh. That one piece is equivalent to 10. If we know what one piece is, we know all the pieces. So this is 10, this is 10, this is 10, and this is 10. So if she read 10 pages, which is 20%, we know 100% is going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pages. So how many pages are in her book in total? There are 50 pages total in her book. Okay, now it's going to be your turn. You're going to solve C on your own. The video is going to stop and it's going to ask you which one is the right answer, and I wish you the best of luck on getting the problem correct.